morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, cause it's showtime!
Where's the TV? Oh, welcome. I'm saying, what happened to the television? Welcome to the breakfast, the morning show. A little off today. Had an interesting incident. You know,
I apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for. I'm looking at what happened, and apparently I turned off the alarm, and the alarm decided not to turn off.
It rearmed itself?
It rearmed itself, and now the question is why. And I'm sitting here going deaf.
Huh? No, I'm kidding.
And I didn't want to go outside because I knew the cops were going to come because even though she called them and told them not to come.
They came.
They came. So that takes care of that. But interesting start.
To a Friday morning?
To a delicious Friday morning. Between Facebook throwing me in jail on my own pages and people breaking televisions and stuff in here. It's been an interesting week.
It's been an interesting week, all I can tell you. But I got a new computer. Thank you to your son, who
you ain't got nothing yet.
I ordered a new computer.
You ordered doesn't mean you got it. We'll see when it shows up.
I'm only hoping that I don't get an email saying that they're back ordered because this one site, everything's always back ordered. But we'll see what happens because, yes, that went down too. So are we really going to Mercury retrograde?
That's what they told me. I don't know the difference between that and just
craziness.
Things even up. Things even up. You know, things happen. Things even up.
The craziness of the world.
Movie theaters are opening.
Are they?
Yep. And
I think I saw bars opening next month.
50%.
Next week.
50%.
That's what I saw. What are your plans this weekend?
Taxes.
Oh, yeah, that's due again too.
Taxes.
Ever notice how fast time goes? How yet things keep going, but yet they don't. But yet life keeps going on. It's an interesting concept.
Well, you know, obviously sports is coming to an end for me.
Why?
Because the Mets are going to be eliminated probably tonight, and the Jets are the worst team in football, so that's done.
That is the saddest commentary.
Why?
It's just your teams are being
The
eliminated.
Miami Marlins are in the playoffs. Congratulations.
Are they?
Yeah.
And the Heat,
and
they
the
may
Heat are
win.
going to enter the finals.
Yep.
You know, they're not going to may win. They're going to beat Boston. It's like a
So
dog.
what's that tonight? The Dolphins won last night.
The Dolphins won last night. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, which are the second worst football team in the National Football League. It would be interesting to watch the Jaguars and the Jets play. I think the score would be 1-0 in football. How does it happen?
Wait, if the who?
The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets play the football.
Oh, they're both bad? Careful. Vinny's going to go on a sugar rush in about
Vinny.
10 minutes.
What the hell?
Did you ever know we had an obstacle course here at the cafe? How you doing, Chenzo?
I'm good, you?
I'm good. So we got some sugar, some OJ.
Sugar breakfast.
You guys, you know, imagine waking up being
What is he
26 and
eating?
that
He's
happy
having
again.
OJ.
Loaf bread.
A loaf bread.
Marble loaf bread.
A marble loaf bread.
That's a piece of cake.
A piece of cake in a bag, which means it's good for you. I gotta say, you guys did the most hilarious show yesterday. Slick is in love with his enchantress, which is really funny because you never know if he's serious or not, but apparently he was serious yesterday.
No, he wasn't.
He did a whole show about it.
He was serious.
He got up, right? We came from the store. We came over, and he says, thank you. I got to go talk to her. And so I said to him, don't go over there again unless you're going to come back with digits because if you go over there again after we just left there, you're going to look awfully silly.
Yeah.
So he didn't go. That man, he never, ever intended to ask
Maybe
for digits.
he's afraid to get digits. Maybe he needs his wingman.
What the hell's a wingman?
I don't know. I think he's sitting over there eating a loaf cake.
Why do you need a wingman to get digits?
Who's a conference like, yeah, or hype man. You need a hype man. Yeah, bro.
So
A hype man.
Hold on. How does that work? So as he's talking to the chick, you're giving him the lines.
Background, woo, yeah, Slick got this, woo.
So you're giving him the line.
He gives him the excuse to walk back into the store of, oh, my friend, you and I went for a Gatorade. Pierre went for a water. Slick went for a lunch. He can't just go back in. He needs a reason to go back into the store. So if Vinny needed a Slim Jim, then they're good.
But he doesn't need a reason. He says, listen, I came back because I told my friends about you, and they said, go and ask her out on a date. So I want to ask you for a date. What's the big deal?
So yesterday he thanked us for, giving him validation that this was a good move to go ahead and do. We
Validation.
gave him the confidence to say, yeah, this is good. So maybe that's where he is now. I don't know.
Validation. You need validation.
Well, I believe he could do it.
If somebody told you not to date her, would you listen to that?
Hell no.
No.
He said she's an enchantress.
Wait, depend. I need to get a look feel of her first. Hey, she hop and crazy in a way, but you know.
You
date-
asking me?
Yeah,
You don't wanna ask-
You did a hop a crazy.
You don't want to ask me.
What? Crazy?
Ask her.
Dawn, have you dated a hot but crazy person?
What does that mean?
It's the crazy hot scale.
Yeah,
Is
there
she
you go.
like
She knows it.
supermodel hot? No.
I don't know if guys can be crazy hot.
Yes,
Guys can be
Yes, they can.
Yes, they
Neanderthal
Yeah.
hot,
No, please.
but not crazy hot.
Oh, please.
I
There's
don't know
always
if
a
I-
skill. Like
Yeah, I don't know
a
if I
person
ever
who's
know a
really
crazy
good
hot guy.
looking, but at the same time, same amount crazy too.
No,
Yeah.
no. I don't believe any of that.
I do.
I seen
Same.
I seen some of Dawn's past work.
But women are totally on this whole crazy hot scale. They've done a whole show about it.
No, women can be hot. Men never. They could be less hairy, but never hot.
What about handsome?
Guys can be handsome. You can be
Okay,
chiseled.
fine.
and yada,
Handsome
yada.
but crazy. How about that?
Guys can be hot, handsome and crazy. Yeah,
Dawn says guys can be hot.
Like, hey, some guys are
I
hot,
would never date a guy.
I know. See, that's not your
but you
thing.
can say some of them are handsome.
She says.
But you know what's funny is I can look at a woman and think she's beautiful, she's sexy. I can
definitely.
look at a guy and think he's hot or he's not. Men don't. You don't look at men and think, oh,
No,
they're
I say
good looking.
I say there are guys that are chiseled and good looking guys.
Oh, you do.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't date them. And then if they open their mouth, 2 or 3 bad things can happen.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Well, but I know. Let me see. That kid Mata. Remember Chris Mata? I thought Mata should. I still think he should be a model. He has that chiseled chin. And he's a good-looking guy. He's tall, athletic. I always say he should have been a model. Even when he was a kid, he should have been a kid model.
But it's interesting. But you guys did a great show last night. His Enchantress. He was,
That was
really into
hilarious.
it, right? It was so
Pierre
funny.
is the funniest dude. There is
Vincenzo had red
something
socks.
wrong with Pierre. There is something mentally and physically wrong with that kid.
He went for a walk with us yesterday.
Yes, but there's still something wrong with him
Why?
because he doesn't get out of the way of oncoming
Oh, that
bicycles.
was bad. Did you hear what happened? So we walked down to the Sunny Stop because I was having a panic attack and I needed to get some fresh air by 7 o'clock last night. So we walked down there, and coming back, there's people on bicycles. Now Pierre. So what happens is there's 3 across on the sidewalk. The 3 of us walking
And the
back
key word is sidewalk. We weren't walking in the street. We were on the
on the
sidewalk.
sidewalk, and there's a bicycle coming down the other side of the sidewalk.
Right.
Clearly, what happens?
No, the first one, the first bicycle. The first bicycle comes down. There was a gentleman on this bicycle. He was quiet. He was Mexican. So he throws the bike into the grass to get around us because Pierre doesn't move.
Does he notice it, or is he actually
Oh,
time?
here we go. So I got behind Dawn because I thought he was going to get behind me to give room for the bicycle to go by, like a common human person, right? He doesn't do that.
Does not move.
He doesn't move. So I looked at him and I said, Pierre, when there's a bicycle coming, you got to move over. He says, no, I don't move over. Bicycles are not meant to be on sidewalks. Now, technically, he's correct. If you look up the law, you're not supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk. Technically.
But you don't
All
really
right,
force
now
the
here
hard.
comes part 2
bicycle
of the
number
story.
2. So
Here we
bicycle
go.
to number 2 comes
I want to
by.
see. Tell me. Shoot.
Tell him.
Go ahead.
I missed it because the bicycle. You guys were a little behind me.
I got behind Dawn a second time now because here comes the bike. Now, the guy on this second bike ain't like the first guy. This guy's about 6'4", got to weigh at least 220, right? And he says, because he's approaching Pierre, who's now stuck in the middle of the sidewalk, you got to move over to get by. You got to move over. He said it twice. I look at Pierre. Pierre doesn't move.
Wow.
So the guy's going to run Pierre over.
So
Pierre
you
at the last second moves, and the guy goes back, and the guy calls Pierre an a-hole.
Wow.
So I said to the guy, have a nice day. So I said to Pierre, what is wrong with you? Didn't 3.4 seconds ago we have this conversation? That's when he told me bicycles don't belong on the sidewalk. Now, technically, he is correct.
Now, understanding what? Between the restaurant and where we are is about a block.
Yeah.
Right, so all of this happened in the matter of a block. This
block.
was not a very far distance we were walking.
A block. So from now on, Pierre is not allowed to go with me outside the building. Because he's going to break into a rumble, and he's 4 foot nothing, and he's going to get squished like a fish.
Hey, I'll put some money into it. He might win.
Yeah, he's gonna win, all right. Well, you know what? You're probably right. He'll probably stomp him to death like he did everything else in here yesterday.
Ah.
Unbelievable. But I'm like, what is wrong with you? We just talked about this. So anyway, so he has a code number. Is that Slick? We got to stop talking. Slick is in the room.
Morning, Slick. Say good morning to Charlotte Lustig. Charlotte, we really do have to meet with her.
Good morning, Charlotte.
Charlotte is very crazy busy now.
It's
Working.
really good.
It's opening up, and she's the one that sent me the news about things opening up again. Entertainment business and all that. She says good news for us. It's true, because now we can call iPick and the people that we've done business in the past and maybe do remotes and start doing the remotes more and more. But she's excited because now 40 coupons from Regal